Good morning, Team EXOS, Team Adidas. I am your coach and training partner for today, Coach Gene. Thank you so much for joining for today's training session. You're going to need some space. You are going to need some water. You are going to need shoes or no shoes, up to you. I prefer going no shoes just to feel the ground, be able to feel that base. We have a great day planned. We're going to get into a little bit more of a multi-action day. It's going to be similar to Tuesday if you join me, where we're adding a little bit of spice at the end. Other than that, if you'd like to play some music, that's always preferred. That rhythm, I recommend it. And other than that, if you just joined me for that morning mobility, you might be feeling a little fresher. We're going to continue moving here at this first part of this session and continue to feel good as we go through this 30-minute workout. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and take that space wherever you are at, in your house, maybe in your at-home weight room or office. Just find somewhere that is nice and big and somewhere you can move. So let's go ahead, get into that nice base position with your lower half. What does that mean? That means not standing up straight with our knees nice and extended, a little bend in the knees, being able to react. You're going to cross your hands, okay? Right goes on left shoulder, left goes on right shoulder. And then from here, you're just going to do nice, easy circular movements. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise. And we're just going to do 3 each way, tiny, okay? Just small, nice and easy. This is an 80 o'clock session, so we don't want to just crank out real tough movements. And then, as you've probably already seen, we're going to get a little bigger with that torso. So you're going to go 3 now. We're just trying to heat up the spine. 3 each way, and then just come to a standing position, okay? Once you finish 3, we're going to continue this movement, and all we're going to do is just turn our shoulders to the right, back to neutral position, keeping that lower half locked in. Really trying to flex those glutes as we turn, and then back. Okay, same thing, 3 each side. Think about trying to coil up into that hip. 3 each way, and then follow me for that next set of direction. So we're going to continue moving the spine. We're just going to let the lower half settle in for one more movement here. So that same type movement of twisting, now we're just going to coil into that hip and give me a little lean with that chest and sit into that hip. And then you're just going to rotate through, trying to direct our chest to that opposite side. So similar to a golf swing, coil into the hip, make sure that those hands are crossed over that chest, and then rotate out of it. Notice how I'm putting on that back foot, just trying to warm up that spine. Coil in, coil out. Very nice. Perfect. All right. So now unlock those hands. Hands come behind your head. Okay. And from here, I'm going to get into this nice base position. So if you've been here before, you know that chest over knee over foot. So I'm slightly leaning forward. I'm not upright. From here, I'm just going to shuffle nice and low, imagining I have a pair of bands on my knees or ankles. Okay, trying to keep the distance. We're just going to sit here for about 20 seconds. Just continue to move whatever space you have. Try to keep those hands locked behind your head and that chest nice and open. Very nice. Another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Beautiful. All right. Pretty easy so far. Now, take that base position. Shift to one side. Reach out to that nice 3 o'clock horizontal position. So I'll give you another angle. So you're just reaching straight out, trying to extend that leg. And then once you drive up to the top, I want you to cross over and cross that midline as if you're posing for the Heisman, and then back down. So reach, cross, as if you're a speed skater on the ice. Okay, we're working on loading that hip, loading and exploding. We're gonna do that for 5 each side. Curl in, come to the top. Perfect. Very nice, switch it up. Reach, reach, reach. Curl across. Oof. Try to drive that foot through the ground. Really good base. You're gonna notice, as I just fell, that your left side doesn't feel the same as your right. So you're gonna have to show some love in different ways to the right versus left side, okay? All right, very nice. So let's get into a little bit more of an intense movement. So we're gonna speed up things a little bit. All you're gonna do is just nice, easy skater jumps side to side for 10. Now I don't want you to go super big right now. Just a little air off the ground, bounding from side to side, holding and sticking. Just trying to settle on one leg. We're gonna do this for 10 total, 5 each side. Go ahead and try that. Perfect. 10 total. Now, here might be a little tricky. See if you guys can see me. We're gonna go hand walk. When we end of that nice plank position, we're gonna kick back with our feet, one each side. Give me a nice little glute kick. So walk out, big hand walk. When you come to this nice plank position, just kick up one leg, the other leg, come back to a standing position. Pretty simple. Let's try that for 3. We're just trying to activate that core, continue trying to turn on that posterior chain, and then walk out. 3 total. Perfect. Very nice. Give that a try. All right, next movement we're going to do drop lunge. So reach behind you. Make sure that you square those hips up. Drop into that hole and then to a standing position. 3 shot again. Very nice. And then we're actually going to try all of that. Hand walk and that nice drop lunge one more time after this. So 3 each side. Once you finish those drop lunges, back to the hand walk with glute kicks. We're going to try that one more time. So big hand walk, glute kick, stand up, and we're continuing to move. You should feel that heart rate start to go up slightly. Very nice. Perfect. One more set. Drop lunge. Back to that standing position. Perfect. All right. All right, we're going to get into that last area of that movement preparation, that neural activation. So we're going to do some hip turns right now. Okay, so hip turns. Remember, if I switch my hips to the left side, my upper body is still facing the opposite way. So I'm trying to create some separation as I'm twisting, as well as trying to create a big circle with my feet. Now, I'm going to have you go nice and slow, get the rhythm. When I say go, as quick as you can, trying to flip those hips right to left. Okay, here we go. We're going to try this twice. So on my lead, here we go. 3, 2, 1, nice and slow. Okay, nice and slow with the hip turns. Create that big circle. And on my say, as quick as you can. Here we go. Ready, and go. Stop. Perfect. Let's try that for one more. So nice and big circles. Ready, and go. Stop. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grab some water. All right. We're nice and loose. We kind of extended that movement prep. It is morning. We want to make sure that our body is ready to go. For today, we are going to do some plyos. So I wanted to get a little bit more multi-themed. I wanted to get more into loading and exploding through the hip. So we're going to pretend as if we have a med ball in our hand. Coil into that hip. Okay, and then we're going to explode through the hip. Feet are going to come off. We're going to go nice stiff landing on that opposite foot. So I'm going to coil into my right hip, jump up, landing facing opposite side, as if I was coiling with the med ball. And then I had to have that nice stiff front side to be able to torque on the opposite side. Only thing is, we're making it into a plyometric. Obviously, we don't have a med ball, but we're making it a body weight movement. Let's try 3 each side. Okay, so go ahead and give that a try. So coil into that hip. Once you're settled, notice how I'm really trying to wind up to one side. Try to get out of that hip, uncoil. And then you're just directing your energy to one side. Okay, that opposite side. 3 each side. Coil. Very nice. Switch it up. Coil. Perfect. Coil in. Jump. So I want 2 feet to be on the ground to start, just to learn how to counterbalance your weight. Okay, counterbalance that weight. Drive up and land on one leg. Very nice. Good. All right, so meet me on the ground. We're going to do a lateral pillar bridge, okay, with some abduction. Abduction, I'm pushing away from my body. So yes, you guessed it. We're going to be in that lateral pillar position. And with that, bottom leg is going to stay nice and straight. Top leg is going to come up to that nice knee flexion. We're only going to do this for 3. Hand on top can either stay up or direct down in front of you. We're only going for 3 here. So don't worry about trying to be a hero and go as many reps as you can. Just 3 quality reps. Really trying to drive and hold that top position with the knee. Perfect. And then back to a standing position. So those 2 movements, back to back. The only thing is we're going to add a rep each time, and it's going to get a little bit more difficult as we go along for these jumps. So this time, I'm going to tell you to take one of those legs out, coil into that hip, similar as if we had both legs. So coiling into that hip. Now we're just going to take that leg out of the picture, coil in, nice quarter turn, facing the wall. So coil in, drive out, and land. We're going to do that for 4 each side. Go ahead and give that a try. So coil, drive up. We're really just trying to work on that stability in place. Very nice. Same thing on the opposite side. Coil into that hip, drive up. You can also drive vertical, still landing on that leg, as long as we get what? That triple extension through the hip, knee, and ankle. So coiling, drive up. Just want to see that hip unhinge and be able to rotate. I don't want to leave it here and just do something like this. We want to be able to get in and out of that hip. Super important, even if we're talking about something moving linear. Back to that lateral pillar. Here we go on that elbow. Remember, we're adding a rep each time, so we're going 4 here. 3, 4. If you can't do the knee flexion, no big deal. Okay, just give me a little bit of leg raise here and then back down. That is also approved. Remember, we always want to be safe. We always want to do something to our level and our comfort. No big deal if we need to alter or regress something. All right, now, last one here. I'm going to ask that you start in this tall position. So I'm going to start nice and tall and all in one movement, loading and exploding. So I'm not going nice and slow into that hip, holding and then exploding. This time it's a little quicker. So coil in and then turn. We're going to go 5 each side. Go ahead and give that a try. I like to start with my arms on the opposite side. You can start with them overhead. No big deal. It just gives me a little bit more torque out of my torso. It allows me to reassure that I'm coiling and rotating. Remember, 5 each shot. We're adding a rep each set. Perfect. Last lateral pillar, and that will finish our first block. 5 each side. So up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Switch it up. Very nice. Go ahead and grab some water, and I will show you what we are doing for our next block. So, next 2 movements. We're going to continue that multi-theme. We're going to get pretty basic with these next 2, something you've seen before. We're just going to throw a little bit of twist on it. We're going to do half rep, full rep. So you're going to go into the movement. In this instance, it is going to be a lateral lunge and a push-up. So first lateral lunge, big step out. Okay, get into that hip. You're going to go half rep, so not all the way up. Back down into a full rep. And that counts as 1 total rep. So half rep, full rep. That counts as 1. We're going to do 5 each side. Go ahead and give that a try. Big step out. Get as low as you can. Drive, drive, drive. Keeping both feet grounded. Half rep, full rep. And you have that theme for the day. So 5 each side. Go ahead and give that a try. You can take as much time as you need to get in and out. Okay? As comfortable as you feel, you can go nice and slow. Go a little faster. I will let you make that decision. Whatever feels best for you. I just want to ensure that we're continuing to keep that tension, get in and out of that hip. That will be, you'll notice that a lot throughout the rest of our class. So, as I promised, we're going to do a push-up. Same concept. We're going to go half rep. So all the way down. Okay. Half rep. Back down. Full rep. Okay. So all the way down. Half rep. Full rep. We're going to do 5. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Get nice and grounded with those hands. All the way down. Okay. Half rep. Full rep. Okay. That's 1. We're going to do 5. Perfect. We're just going to go back and forth for 3 sets. Same thing, okay? The same idea. Half, full. Nothing tricky. We're not adding any reps. Just want you to get this movement down and get that heart rate up. Continue to sweat a little bit, okay? So you notice you got to add a little bit of stability, and you got to really own that pattern to be able to get that half rep. It's not easy. It Take your time. If you do have anything laying around, dumbbells, kettlebells, this would be a great time to use those. And 5 each side. Right back to that push-up. Don't waste any time. Perfect. Very nice. Last set, last set. Take breaks as needed. Remember, we're just going half, full. On each side. Last set of push-ups for me. If you need to, on these half reps, please feel free, okay? On that eccentric part, I recommend you go on your feet, but coming up for that half rep, full rep, obviously you can use your knees, okay? That is a difficult movement. It can be tough. So let me show you here what I'm saying. So nice and tall, eccentric part. Okay, my heels come up and now I'm on my knees. Half rep, full rep. Back up, all the way down. Heels come up, on my knees. Half, full. Okay, so give that a try if you need to. No big deal. I want you to get that range. I want you to do the push-up. So if you need to alter that, go ahead. Not easy, not easy. So 3 rounds there. Very nice. All right, so as I promised, we're gonna throw a little spice here at the end. Similar format, okay, as we use on Tuesday. We're just trying to accomplish a certain amount of repetitions, splitting it up between 5 different movements. So in this instance, we are going to do 20 of each, 5 different movements. First movement is going to be a shuffle. So in that base position, shuffle across, give me a nice squat, shuffle, squat. We're gonna do that for 20, okay? Second movement, supine separation. So you're on your back, okay? As my hips rock to the left, my upper body goes to the right. I'm trying not to let my knees touch the ground, and I'm just rocking side to side. Again, trying to create that separation with my back on the ground. We're gonna do that for 20. Okay, that's movement number 2. Movement number 3, you're gonna be in this crab position. We're gonna go right and left foot touch. You're driving your hips and heels to the sky, 10 each side. Okay, then we're gonna go a single leg glute bridge. I think that is self-explanatory, but I will demo real quick. So knee comes as close as you can to the chest. From here, I'm just driving up. We're gonna do 10 each side for 20 total, and then you'll be on your feet. We're gonna finish with good mornings, okay? Good mornings. 20 of each movement. If you need to, just watch the screen, follow along, okay? I'll try to go at a speedy pace so you guys understand what we're doing. Also, try to take minimal rest. Minimal rest. We really want to get through this as quick as possible. Work on that energy system. Okay, that's what we're trying to tax here. And let's get after it a little bit this morning, okay? Here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Shuffle and squat. Remember, we're going 20, okay? 20 total. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And 20. Very nice. Now we have those supine separations. You're on your back, okay? Knees are up, feet are off the ground. Okay, I'm falling to one side, twisting that upper body, really trying to resist my knees from hitting the ground, create that tension through my torso. 20 total, okay? 10 of each. Use those hands to counterbalance you. $16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect. Good job. A little different movement there. We're continuing to create that torque, continuing with that multi-theme. All right, in that crab position, as if I was going to row, I'm going to drive up with my heels of my hand and the heels of my feet so my butt is off the ground. From here, I'm going to go opposites. So I'm just touching that foot and hand for 10 each side. Okay. If you can't reach the foot, no big deal, just touch the knee. Okay. Just touch the knee. So a little break dancing here. Notice how it works those shoulders. Getting some love to that torso. Not easy to cross over as you get tired. Perfect. 20 total. All right, we got 60 reps. Now we're going single leg glute bridge, 10 each side. Here we go. Nice and efficient. Drive those elbows into the ground if you need to. Reach out with the hand. Remember, we're going one leg. So heel comes into the ground, opposite leg. Knee goes into that chest. Here we go, 10 each side. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. On the feet. Come on, last movement here. Let's put that finishing touch, icing on the cake here. Soft knees, hip hinge. Good mornings, okay? Hands can come out or behind the back. Or sorry, behind the head. 20 total. $18, 19, and 20. Beautiful. Give you a couple more minutes to finish. Hope you guys worked up a sweat. That is going to do it for our training session for today. Overall, some things to hit. A little recap for today. We learned to really load and explode through that hip. Ton of movement tailored to that. And just as you get used to controlling that body and trying to understand how to really generate through the hip and then uncoil out of the hip in a transverse manner, so in that rotation fashion, it can be difficult and it takes practice. So something I have to do often to gain control and be able to monitor how my hip functions, especially from side to side. My right side is a little easier, but getting into this left hip can be a little tougher. My tip for you today is if you are struggling with a certain area of your body, whether it be you're having some ankle pain or some shoulder pain or just something nagging, try to be consistent with at least 3 to 5 movements, whether that be something that you've learned in the past, something that you've learned in the gym, something I learned from myself or the other coaches. Try to do those on a consistent basis. It doesn't have to be every single day, but 3 to 4 times a week, you will feel better over time. So that consistency is going to add up, as well as taking some ownership and writing those things down. Writing down your workouts, your training sessions, your correctives. You can go back, see what you've done, fix it, alter it, add to it, and just remember kind of what you did last and be able to take matters into your own hands, be your own coach. So that is actually my goal, is for you to be able to coach yourself and be able to feel that much better so that when you do come in for a session, you'll be able to move that much more efficient. So with that said, I wish you guys all a fantastic weekend and stay safe. Move, get out there, do some correctives, write it down. You're going to love it. Even if you write it down, take a picture. I have a whiteboard. I usually write everything down, whether it be a journal, whatever that is. A big mahalo. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.